Hello, welcome to episode 8 of the SportFlex podcast, and I'm joined by an old friend from primary school days, bowler for Dartford, Jacob Berkeley-Agyepong. What is good, my bro?
Nothing much, brother. Nothing much, brother. Good to catch up, obviously. Linking up with an old friend from primary school. Long time since I've seen your face. I got to follow Instagram and I was sitting there like, I know it, but I don't know who it is. So, yeah. It'll be a good one. Should be a good one.
Yeah, bless. Like, how's lockdown been? How's family, friends? How's it been?
Well, lockdown's been the first one. I'd say it was a much needed break because obviously from football, like we never ever break for any amount of time. It's 6 weeks in the summer, and you're never really on a break. Every time it's my 6 weeks, I take 1 week and then I'm straight back full into training because you see other people doing stuff and you can't lose that edge.
Yeah.
So it felt like it was weird how the season stopped, but obviously the break was needed for me, especially with the way my body was going. It was like going down the injury path. I was like, I need to find a way to break somehow. Luckily, COVID came. I say luckily, but luckily COVID came and it kind of gave me a much needed break from football. But obviously, family wise, everyone was just like, it was a weird one. Everyone was locked down. Obviously, mum, dad, and they it was kind of, it's not weird to have the family at home. So like I was seeing a load of things saying, people are getting annoyed with their family. I was thinking, I'm so used to having my family with me that is like second nature. So I'd say in a way it was a blessing in disguise, but obviously same time it's a crazy time. And yeah, mum got COVID recently, and obviously that's when it hit home, because at the start I was like, it's not real like everyone else. This isn't real. Next thing I know, I was like, oh wait, she's got it. Yeah, this is real. This is real. And a lot of my friends' parents got it as well. And then it was when everyone kind of said, okay, cool, let's stop doing what we're doing these game nights and going out here, there and everywhere. Let's kind of just stay put for now and see where we go. Yourself?
Yeah, that's true as well. Like when it first happened, there was this whole thing, black people can't get COVID, you know what I mean? Yeah, me into it. And then it hit home quick that bare man were getting it. A lot of deaths. My dad had it as well. He recovered fine. Hope your mum recovered from that as well. Yeah, so it's good to hear the recovery thing. But even with COVID, like how was it like training? Because gyms were closed. You can't meet up with your players, your teammates, your coaches. How did you keep fit?
So the first one we were doing, we were on Zoom calls like the whole time. It was like every day, every morning we're on Zoom calls because obviously the club were like, we pay your wages, so you're still training until the end of the season. That's we were all thinking, okay, let's chill out, play PlayStation, stay up to whatever time we want, do what we like. But they were like, we still pay your wages, we're still training just on Zoom. So we're out in the garden most days. Obviously, everyone was running their 5Ks. You're running your 5Ks thinking this isn't going to help you on a football pitch, but we're running our 5Ks just because. And then a few of my boys who kickball as well, they have a massive like complex thing in their back garden. So I started training there. So I was basically on a full-time schedule during the whole of lockdown. Same now, like I was just like Wednesdays off, every other day training. So I was literally there Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, Wednesday off, Sunday train again. So I was kind of on a full-time schedule, but I was just like, that was down in Sydenham. So I was just down there most of the time. But that's how I was staying fit really. And other than that, just kind of trying to keep doing circuits and, the odd things like that.
That's good. And you see how you were saying how people were doing 5Ks, like that was when the weather was good, like it was nice and hot. You can back off your top. Now when it's winter time, like it's bare cold, like there's no motivation to run outside. Like how has that been?
Well, obviously, right now we're still, so like we're still training, we're still playing, but the 5K business, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen again. Like I was doing it and I was thinking, what? I'm running. I'm thinking, I'm doing this, but it's not actually going to help me on a football pitch because football fitness, and I'm not training to be a 5,000 meter runner. You get what I mean? Like I was training to be a 5,000 meter runner every day, 5K. Oh, this person's doing it this time. Let me try and beat that. Then I was thinking after a while, let me just go back to what I do best. Let me go back to playing football and get my fitness that way because it made more sense. And then, the odd jumping over the fences into goals and, we're doing, of course. Yeah, you have to play. You have to get your fix somehow.
I respect it.
So it was all. It was, to be fair, it was quite fun because you got to link up with a load of people that you hadn't seen in a long time, and you don't get to usually see because obviously everyone's playing football here, there, and everywhere, and everyone's back home. And when they got bored, it was just like, okay, cool, let's go and play football again, just like the old days.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it was fun.
Yeah, finally on lockdown, what's the main difference between playing with fans and without fans? Do you as players feel the difference? Is it hard to motivate yourself?
Worst feeling ever. Like Saturday 3 o'clock kickoffs I can deal with. The Tuesday nights 7:45, no fans. It's like I can't explain it. It's just the worst feeling ever. You're on the pitch, you score a goal, and you just walk back. You don't even celebrate. Just walk back. You know, oh yeah, okay, well done. Or you score a goal, you hear, yeah. That's what you hit. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
there's no like gas.
Yeah. And there's not like, say you go down 1-0 in a game, the fans are usually on your back or something like that. There's nothing to get on your back about stuff and this and that. So it's just like a weird one. It's real weird. There's no atmosphere in the stadium. Having to build atmosphere up yourself is difficult, but obviously it's your job at the end of the day. And when you get to playing football, you know what you're focused on. So at the same time, it's difficult, but when you're on the pitch, you don't even notice the fans. So, you know, it's a bit weird, but I can deal with it. I've been dealing with it a while, I feel like.
That's fair enough, man. I hear that. Like the other ballers I spoke to Viv Solomon Otterboy. He was saying that it doesn't really affect him, like, because he knows, like you said, the end goal is 3 points, regardless if there's fans or no fans. You've got a job to do, innit?
Definitely. It's just the fans being there help the atmosphere in the stadium. Like we had fans. We had fans for that, period when. We had fans for one game. We lost the game 3-1, but by far the best game fans by the season I scored in it, and I actually could celebrate to away fans. But you know what I mean? Like it just felt good. It felt better to be in the stadium with fans and people there. So the week after, no fans again. So you know, this world, this country's going up, down, left, right.
You don't know. But anyway,
exactly.
Let's take it back to young Jacob. Back in the day, you were. We'll get into that, but you was a peak baller in school. But let's go back to how did you get into football first of all, and what other sports was you interested in?
How did I get into football? I'd say definitely through my dad, obviously. But I never played. This funny thing, I played Sunday League, So I was 7 or 8, and there was a camp at Crystal Palace in where the car park is now.
Yeah. It used to be like soccer schools there, innit?
The cage thing. Yeah. There's a camp there, and I might have been 7, 8, and I might have been playing with the 12, 13-year-olds, but not playing with them, tearing them up. You get what I mean? And obviously the person that was running Clary, he's come and asked, "Oh, how old are you?" Blah blah blah. I've said how old I am. He's like, "Okay, cool. You got a trial. I've got you a trial at Palace for next week." And then within 2 weeks from trying at Palace, I was signed at Palace. You get what I mean? It was it was quick. The first game was against obviously Arsenal. There's me thinking I'm going to play with the same pitches Thierry Henry's played on. These times I'm a striker, going through, scoring, doing all the Thierry Henry celebrations and that sort of stuff. First game, funny enough, was a year above as well. I played for under 10s. Okay. First ever game for Crystal Palace. But I'd say that's how I got into football. Other than my dad just taking me out, me enjoying playing football in the garden. It was never a forced thing. It was like I just enjoy playing sports, and that's been me from the jump. Like any sport that's there, I play. Everyone knows me for being just a sporty person. It don't matter. In school, it was obviously in my secondary school. We weren't even allowed to play football. The first one I went to, John Fisher.
They're rugby thing, innit? Them man there, bro.
So rugby only. So I had to get into the rugby. Obviously, I played cricket during primary school anyway. Tennis, I've always gone to Trumbull Gardens. Across the road from the library in Thornwood. Always gone to play there. Going to hockey in secondary school. Obviously, primary school we had to ice skate, swim. any sport that could get me out of school, I was trying to be good at it.
I hear that.
Let me be
all rounder.
Yeah, so that's been it really. I just enjoy playing sports, and I've always been enjoyed playing sports.
Also, shout out to like your parents in it, because not many people know this. Your parents were Olympians. Run on that. Tell them.
Well, yeah, as you know, they're Olympic athletes, but obviously they don't boast about it like that. But a load of people know if you know me. But yeah, obviously that plays a big part into obviously why I'm so sporty and why I'm a sports person, because I guess it's genetic. You can't have two parents that are Olympians and
that's mad still.
And one of your 5 children, not go on to play sports. You get what I mean? So yeah, definitely a big key part of my life. Those two, definitely, especially in the sports world. I say they push me so hard, but it's only because they know what it takes to get to where you need to be. Obviously, they performed at the highest level in athletics. So me coming and performing at this level is like, okay, it's something I need to do because they've achieved it. And anything they say, I kind of can't. When you don't have a parent that's done something, you can argue back and you can tell them something. In my situation, I can't tell them nothing until I'm in a better position than them. You get what I mean? And still, I can't tell them nothing because they've got me there. So, yeah, no, definitely a great kind of platform to have as two parents being Olympians, and obviously they know the game and kind of know what it comes with.
Oh, interesting. So you said you signed for Palace like 8 years old, 8 years old, and these times you're in primary school and you're just tearing everybody up. Listen, like football. Remember football crazy, like the half-term things.
Yeah, with Craig.
Yeah, shout out Craig. You were just mashing everyone. Goal kicks, man will score. Like real talk. So when you're like at Palace and you're playing, like, do you think at this age that you're good enough to make it? Are you already knowing that, wow, like I'm a very good player compared to the rest?
I'd say so. I'd say so, but it's more like everything I was doing at school I'll translate and go and do it on a match day at Palace. So it was like, and the coaches are telling me, oh yeah, just get the ball and just run through everyone. You get what I mean? Or just do this, just do that. So you can kind of see it in a way, and then obviously you got my dad on the sideline all the time. If you play badly, you're not getting the McDonald's on the way home. You're gonna be going somewhere far away. You ain't getting the McDonald's on the way home. So you know what the incentive is, and when you're a child, you want the food on the way home. So yeah, no, definitely, I'd say I wouldn't say at 9 I knew, but I knew I was going to do something in sports, and I knew football was the thing. And my favorite player was Thierry Henry, and I just used to try. I literally would go and watch Match of the Day on Saturday. Well, I wasn't allowed to watch on Saturday nights because I had to go to bed early. I had to watch it on Sunday morning, 7 a.m. before the match. Wait for the Arsenal game, which was usually first. Yeah, which was usually first. Wait for the Sunday, and then try and emulate everything he did. Everything he did. So that was me, literally. Everything Thierry Henry did on Saturday. There was one time he shot from a corner. I said, okay, cool, I'm shooting from a corner today. Everything he did, I was trying to do. So yeah, that was it. But at 9, I wouldn't say I knew, but going through the age groups and then being one of the ones where you're getting pushed on to the higher age groups, so people are looking at you, talking about you, and this brand's coming in, that brand's coming in. You're thinking, okay, this football thing can happen. You get what I mean? So yeah, I think over a course of time I gained traction and thought, yeah, I can do this.
So just speaking on that, you said like Thierry Henry's like your hero. You tried to emulate everything he did. There's only one thing you didn't emulate what he did, which is be right-footed.
Yeah, but us left-footed players are more balanced than we tend to. That's the one thing. But I still can't. I practice on my right foot, but it's just for most people say it's just for standing, isn't it, Jacob? Yeah. I say sometimes score with it, sometimes shoot with it, but obviously trying to work on that. But obviously just not right footed. But everything he did, I would try and emulate him. Definitely, that was the man.
Is there anyone else that you like looked out for? Yeah.
Well, when I was young, it was Thierry Henry, Ronaldinho. As I grew up, Thierry Henry, Ronaldinho, Zidane, because we couldn't come. My dad was in the house, and that was remember Eurosport them times.
Yeah, Eurosport.
Eurosport. Yeah, that's where I was watching all them games. yeah, I'd say Ronaldinho, Thierry Henry, Zidane those times, and then as I've grown up, it's just become straight Lionel Messi, like just straight Lionel, like that's it, Lionel Messi. Like I went to see him live, Camp Nou, and I just said,
You seen him?
Yeah.
That's one thing I wanted to do.
He scored a hat trick that day. I said, yeah. I chose the right day to get down.
I told you, right day.
So, yeah, no, I'd say, yeah. Those three coming up as a young player, because I feel like football back then was just something like we know the term the beautiful game. Football was a beautiful game. Now it's more stats based. You got to do this, you got to do that. It's this and that. Back then it was silky. It was skillful. It was like man score. That's it. People were free on the pitch. You saw Ronaldinho. He was dancing out there. He was having fun. Those guys, like that's what I was looking up to and enjoying. I was watching Thierry Henry on the Saturday dribble past 5 men. So I said, yeah, cool. On Sunday, I'm gonna try and dribble past 5 men. So that was me.
I hear that, man. It's true, like football now. But we'll get into that. But let's stick on your story. But yeah, so you've come to secondary school now. You touched on that. There was no football team at John Fisher. Like, what's all that about? First of all,
it's a rugby school. It's literally a rugby school. As in, no football. You have to play. Size 5 footballs. Tennis ball size 1 or 2. You know them small ones. Tennis ball size 1. Yeah, there was no football. You could have any size rugby ball you wanted, but you get what I mean. But no footballs. Football was not their sport. Like I remember one of the teachers at there saying one time, "Oh, what's more important right now, football or rugby?" I said football. He said, "No, obviously you got to play rugby for our A team." I was like this. Yeah, but obviously I've got to play football for my football club. And they're like, no, you got to play. I said, nah, I don't think you guys understand how this works. I play football for school. School hours are Monday to Friday. Once Saturday and Sunday come, don't disturb me with your rugby talk.
Yeah.
So that's what it was really. But to be fair to them, I did enjoy playing rugby up until year 9 when everyone started to get ridiculously big and
oh boy,
yeah, I moved school then anyway.
Okay, so do you think playing rugby helped you during your development in football, like get stronger, for example?
I'd say every sport I've played has helped me in football, because rugby for one, awareness and seeing certain things you have to see, and obviously and the way you have to, obviously rugby can only pass backwards, but obviously the way you have to pass off it, you kind of draw people to you to like lay off a pass. It's kind of the same in football when you're playing a through ball. You kind of draw someone to you to play a pass so your next man's in space. You get what I mean? So I kind of learned a few things from playing all these different types of sports, and like movement and obviously toughness, definitely learning to play through injury, because you ain't got a choice in rugby. You're gonna get you're gonna get hit. So definitely I did learn a lot from John Fisher, and I appreciate them for what they did do.
Wait, so even on the playground they said no football?
No, look, size tennis ball or size 1 football. Tennis ball or size 1 football. Like you, to be fair to you, it's good because you're getting ball control. But imagine playing, and football games, you know school games how they work. It's like 40 versus 40. Yeah, with a tennis ball. So yeah, it was kind of it was that sort of thing.
I can't lie, like even in my school, we were allowed to play football, but again, they were not having the size 5 balls. It was like tennis ball or size 3, I think we were allowed max. Size 5 ball got confiscated straight away.
That's it. That's when you bring that in. You better hide it.
100. So you left John Fisher, and where did you go to after that?
I actually got so I was at John Fisher until year 9. And then obviously Crystal Palace moved me to Oasis Academy in Shoddy Park.
Oasis.
Because they set up the school system, so where you train in the morning and then you come to school, and then you train in the morning for the first 2 periods. You come to school after break. You then go to school for the rest of the day. You then train again. You then eat. Then they feed you at school, and then you train again in the evening after school.
Yeah.
So that was Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday is always our day off. So Wednesday was off. Thursday, Friday, same sort of thing. So, but Monday was usually recovery day. So you'd be in the pool in the morning or doing a certain gym session. Then you train in the evening. Tuesday, obviously a tough day, double session, how it works. Wednesday off, you're just at school the whole day. Thursday, same as Tuesday. Friday, it's just one session in the morning, match prep basically for the game on the weekend.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, go on.
Go on, no.
I was gonna say it's kind of like Coombe boys if you went Fulham.
Yeah.
Like Coombe.
Yeah. So literally, that was what it was. So Palace had Oasis, Shirley Park. I still think they do it now. And obviously, Fulham got Coombe and Chelsea. I know Chelsea got a school up in Cobham with, but yeah, no, that was like why I moved school, and obviously it was just literally from then when I moved school, that's when I thought, okay, cool, this is now. I've now moved school. I've now changed everything about my life. This is now my career now. I have to now make it. I've moved school. I'm doing all this. You get what I mean? I've gone from a school around the corner to a school that's not close to me. It's not far away, but not close to me. And, it's like, so yeah, that's when I kind of realized this is what I need to do. And that kind of helped a lot, training that many times. And, you really get to know your teammates. They become your family and your best friends, because imagine coming to a new school and it's just it's basically you against the school. You know how school works.
Yeah.
So the Palace boys, you guys get treated specially, this and that. You get what I mean? So it works well in some ways, as you know, but
To be fair, I wouldn't know. I wasn't a baller like that to be like, I don't know what them things. That's you, man. But yeah.
Well, when you get into the sports agency of sports business, you'll get to know.
Come on, I receive it. You know the vibes. So yeah, you're at Palace now. You're at Shirley Oasis Academy school. Like, how was it there? Like, was it good? Did you settle in well?
Yeah, I'd say settled in real well. Just because I had all my teammates around me, and I can get on with people quite easily. So, it was kind of just a thing where I'm there to play football, but just get your work done at the same time. Yeah. Quicker you get your work done, quicker you can be out back playing football. Obviously, got to know a load of new people. Still friends to this day. Some of my closest friends to this day from that school. So, yeah, no, I'd say it was a good experience for me. Definitely, an experience not many people are going to have in their lives. So yeah, definitely a good experience for me, and I appreciate them as well.
Yeah, and these times you're now like 14, 15. Who are you playing with at Palace? Like, who's at the academy?
Players wise,
yeah.
Who was there? My age group or year? So year above is obviously. Do you know Hiram Boateng?
Hiram Boateng, yeah, Plymouth. Is it Plymouth?
He was at Plymouth. He's at MK. He's at MK Dons, but he's on loan to Cambridge now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, obviously Reece Alasani at the time.
Yeah, Dulwich, yeah.
Above. Yeah. My age group was obviously Eddie Desane, Will Hall, Jamal, Ademando. The big one that you're gonna want to know, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Man United, year below me, so we were trading every day. So yeah. Yeah. Aaron was in the year below, so obviously we came in school exact same time. So those guys. Who else is playing in the league? The funny thing about it is a lot of the people I went to school with that were in the Palace boys do not play football now, which is so mad. They don't even play football now.
Wow.
It's so mad, but they don't play football now. And you know them when they used to say that, oh yeah, only 1 or 2 are you gonna make it, and you used to go, yeah, right. I always used to say it's gonna be me anyway, but you know what I mean. As you go, yeah, right. Then you realize through the years, people keep dropping off, and you go, hold on, it's just me and you left now, basically. So yeah, no, a lot of players still bounce around non-league, and some of them are in like League 1 and 2. Aaron's obviously from the Oasis system has gone on to, obviously he's at Man United. He's gone on to have the best career so far, obviously. But you know, there's still time.
Yeah, man, you're still young, man. You'll make it. But just speaking on Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because he's a right back now, and there's rumors that he was a winger. Was he a winger these times? Because you were there, innit?
He was a winger. Like he was out and out winger. No defense. He could just, you know how good he is in the 1v1 situation tackling.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, he was the same then, just on the wing. So he was a winger or a striker. Like there was no defense, no right back. He was literally just a winger or a striker, but he could always just tackle. Like if he ever lost long legs, bring it back. So yeah, same as he is now, but he was a winger. He wasn't a fullback. He got changed to a fullback when we were pros, when we were 19. Or, yeah, I was 19. He might have been 18. Yeah.
But could you see in like his game that he would make it to this level at United now, or was it like a mad quick progression? Because it was when he came into the first team. But could you see it from then at academy level?
I wouldn't be that. Do you know why I'm going to say no? Because he was playing wing.
That's true.
So him transitioning to a right back is so far fetched that you wouldn't be like, it would be so odd. It's like, oh, okay, damn, he's now a right back. So I would say no, but good on him and all the best to him. Like I speak to him from time to time, and like I see he's well and he's enjoying it. So he's playing every week and he's at one of the best clubs in the world. So can't knock it. So yeah, he's doing well for himself.
It's true. And just when you was at Palace, when was the time where it's like when you were speaking on only one of you will make it, when you're getting to pro scholar time, what age was that and how did you feel with that pressure?
They'd have those conversations with us when we were 12, every year from like the age of 12. But every year you're just thinking, yeah, okay. In my head, it was always, well, he must be talking to all of you guys because I'm the one that's going to make it. Like,
I don't know about you, man, but definitely talking to me.
yeah, that's what it was in my head. I was just like, nah, he's not talking to me. It must be these men he's talking to. Because, but yeah, no, I'd say every single year up until you are actually turned professional, and still when you're a professional, you're not a professional you're a professional footballer, but you're not in the first team. You get what I mean? So you're still thinking that way, but obviously, they had that conversation with you every year. Don't know how many people took it in. It got to the point where I started to take it in when you start to realize so many people are just dropping off. And yeah, you just try and kick on from there, really.
So what age did you sign your pro at?
18, yeah. I signed at 18, yeah.
And that's probably like 2013, I think. No, not 13, I'm guessing. Like 15, 16 or something. Because I'm a year below you, innit? And I was 18 in 2016, I think. Or 19, I don't even know. But anyway.
5 years ago?
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah. The maths is not mathing, but...
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So how did you feel signing your first pro?
To be honest, I was ecstatic, but at the same time, I was just like, okay. Everyone always said to me when I signed my first contract, everyone just said to me, "It's not about your first contract; it's about your second contract." And I signed a 3.5 year contract, my first contract. So it was long. It was like a long-term contract, but it says it's all about your second contract. Don't worry about your first contract. Like you now need to focus on getting your second contract. So I was over the moon, but it was just like it's time to work now. Really, like this is now. When you sign a professional contract, you're like, this is now my job. Like before, I could do dilly-dally playing around. This is now my job. So take it as seriously as any other person would take their job. You get what I mean? So yeah, it was then my job.
Oh, so it's your job now. You signed your pro. What happens after that? You're playing under 23 football now, isn't it?
Yeah, playing under 23 football. I was playing under 20. It's funny. I was playing under 23 football when I was in the youth team anyway. So it wasn't anything new to me. So yeah, so that's how kind of my Palace career was, just playing up age groups. So I knew everyone in the years above, and you get what I mean. The first time I ever trained first team was when I was 14.
So first team?
Yeah, the first team. I trained first team when I was 14. It was funny. I came out of the school. It was actually in school on a Friday. We came to the training ground, and we're training. I had a mold. The pitch was wet, super wet. And my coach to me at the time, he said, you better not slip over again because you're going up there. And I was thinking, where's up? You know when he said up there? And then looking up there. Because obviously there's a hill when you go up to the first team pitch. He's like, oh yeah, you're going up there. I said, oh, okay. Went up there, trained first team. And I was just like, train first team. Good experience, real good experience. Coming out of school that day, training first team, and then guess what? You're going straight back to school after. So it was quite funny, but yeah. Going straight back to school after, but yeah, trained first team the first time when I was 14. But when I turned my pro, I was playing 23s football for like a year and a bit, and then was playing 23 for a year and a bit. Then I trained first team I trained first team a few times, but I trained first team one day. On I'd say it's a pre-match. You know, the Friday when they're getting ready for the game.
Yeah.
Alan Pardew was trained first team one day, and I must have gone in the session and tore it up basically, just on playing against them. And Alan Pardew kept saying, "Yeah, Jacob, get on the ball, get on the ball." It's the first time he's probably seen me play properly. He said, "Yeah, keep getting on the ball, keep getting on the ball." So obviously I was tearing up the session. And then obviously he's come into the changing room. He sent his assistant in the changing room and said, "Oh yeah, you know you're traveling with us like now to Swansea away." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Yeah, you're traveling with us to Swansea away that same day." So I said, that's what I learned. The opportunities that you can take in those small like windows that they get to see you, you gotta take them and grab them. Even if you think it's not an opportunity, because obviously everyone, when you're a 23s player, you know, we're going to do first team shape. You never know what can come out of first team shape, because at the same time they want you to emulate the other team. Yeah. They're playing Swansea at the time. You remember Swansea were bopping the ball about.
Yeah.
And they just said, "Oh yeah, get the ball, bop it about." Obviously, I got the ball, and I just said, "Okay, cool. I'm just gonna play like I can play like myself. You get what I mean? I can just get the ball and just play. So yeah, so did that. Traveled that week. Then I got traction. Like started training the first team a few times. More often than not, like he'd call me up to his sessions. Like I'd be finishing my session. He'd be like, "Okay, cool. You're now in our session." Did that. Then I had a conversation with him at the end of the season. And he said to me, what did he say to me? Like, he said, "Oh yeah, make sure you're doing stuff over the off season because I want you to come on tour with us, obviously in pre-season."
It's Pardew, yeah.
Yeah. Next pre-season come. They had bare loads. First team had loads of players. You know, you signing new players. Everyone coming back off loan. You know, when beginning of the season, everyone's got loads of players. People you don't even remember that behind the football club. Loads of players. So obviously, I was training with them and training with the 23s during that pre-season. And then obviously, I go to train with them one day. Trained well again. Then he got the assistant to tell me, he was Keith Millen at the time, to tell me I was on standby to obviously come on tour. Then like they flew out 2 days into their tour. Obviously Jedinak, you know, Mile Jedinak and Yannick Bolasie at the time. Yeah, those two at the time they were coming back from international duty.
Okay.
So the secretary rang me up and he's like, "Oh, Jacob, you need to meet at I don't even know what airport, Gatwick or Heathrow, one of the two."
Gatwick.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, I don't even think it was Gatwick because Gatwick's so local to us. Yeah. It was definitely a Heathrow one because it was long. The journey was long. He said, "Yeah, meet at Heathrow. Obviously tomorrow morning first you need you're going on tour." I said, "Oh, okay, cool." But you know this stuff, you're just saying, "Okay, cool." There's me thinking, "Oh man, gotta get loads of stuff together, blah blah blah." So got my stuff together. Go airport now. Meet those two. Fly there. First time flying in first class of the plane, and boy, it
was lovely.
Yeah, you get what I mean. My mum was eating a steak and all that sort of stuff, thinking, you know, and now you're thinking in your head, yeah, man, I haven't made it, but I'm getting close.
You're getting a taste of what it's gonna be like.
Exactly. You're getting this is what you want to be doing. You get what I mean? Flew first class and that. Flew to funny story. We flew to New York, right? And then we're obviously rushing for our next plane because we're flying to Cincinnati. Rushing for our next plane. We're rushing for our plane to be delayed for like 8 hours.
Boy.
We were just sitting in the airport thinking, should we just go shopping in New York? Because you know you can just walk out the airport and then come back. Yeah, so we're thinking, should we just go shopping in New York? In my head, I was thinking, I'm not on the same money you guys are on.
Yeah, you might have must me with the funds and that.
You get what I mean? I said, you guys go shopping anywhere. I'm thinking, I just signed my contract. I want good money, but not money like this money. Yeah.
Your bag is different.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously I've come. We're just chilling. Eventually get on the airplane, some small airplane. Fly to Cincinnati, and got put up in one nice hotel room. Played there, hottest city in the world. I promise you, that place was just boiling. We had to train at 9 a.m. in the morning. Trained at the Bengals. Do you know the NFL?
Oh, Bengals, yeah, football team, yeah, Bengals, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Oh, American football.
Yeah, trained at their stadium. met their coach, and obviously I'm a big NFL fan, so
Yeah.
like I was buzzing, yeah. And then obviously we're there, played the game in Cincinnati in front of like 30,000 people.
Wow.
Was that Cincinnati? Yeah, it was. Played the game in Cincinnati in front of like 30,000 people. Played well in that game, to be fair. And then we got on then the next day we were just out of there, flew to Vancouver.
Oh, straight.
To Vancouver. Yeah, out of there, fly to Vancouver in Canada. And like, this is when I said, okay, this could be the life I'm living. Airport, the coach driving onto the runway. You know, you don't see this stuff. You don't see the stuff you see, and like you're watching TV and you see you see it happening. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is actually happening now.
Yeah.
Drive onto the runway, onto like the private jet. So for like a kind of private jet for a big enough for a football team. Fly to Vancouver. Obviously, we're now in Vancouver, which is a mad city. We're playing the Vancouver Whitecaps. Stay in a mad hotel. The hotel room, still to this day, the best hotel room I think I ever stay in.
Yeah.
It was basically a nice. Huh?
What's it called?
I don't even know the hotel what it's called. I'll find it for you and I'll let you know after. But I don't even know what it's called. But it was just like a house. It's like I was staying in a house in my hotel room basically. I was snapping it to everyone. You know, me young at the time, snapping to everyone. And obviously played the game, went out there, and then flew back with the first team. So yeah.
And when you're chilling with the first team, are they being nice to you? Are you making bonds with the first team players at Palace? These are like big men like Balassi, Yedinak. I don't know who else was there. I should know. Like Zaha, was he back then? Did he come back by them times? Or
Yeah,
like Joe Ledley and players like that.
Yeah. Well, obviously, me and Wolf used to play UFC. You know, UFC the game on PlayStation. Yeah. Me and you play UFC there. So that's what we like. Literally after every training session, that's what we're doing. UFC. And because he can't stand losing on games, we used to play for hours on end. So yeah, we were just playing UFC. So me and Wolf gained a good bond on that trip. Obviously, at the time we were in the casino. So yeah, gambling with a few of them. Just having a good like.
I say gambling. They're putting the serious P's on black in it.
Oh man. But no, I'd say I gained a few bonds, and obviously there was a few of the boys obviously around my age not around my age, but the year above, like Hiram and that. So I knew Hiram, Freddie, Soleil. So I kind of knew a few of them there. So yeah, it was good anyway.
Also, just prior to that, what position are you playing these times?
These times, I'm playing midfield. I'm playing midfield. Yeah, I am playing midfield, like center midfield, but like more playing in like a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 holding and then 2 up top, 2 in front. So I'm playing in the 1 and a 2. So yeah, that was that really. And then obviously, time to Palace coming to an end was a bit odd. It was real odd actually. Just with how everything ended. Yeah, it was real odd. Like going from playing all the time to just literally not playing at all.
Yeah, I was literally gonna ask about that. You say you've come back from the pre-season tour, you played well, you're with the first team. Like from there, are you thinking now, okay, this season I'm gonna play maybe League Cup games, FA Cup games, be on the bench for first team? What's happened in that period from after you've travelled to when you left?
Obviously I carried on playing the pre-season with the first team. I've come back and the manager said to other staff members he wants me to stay, not to go on loan. The kit man at the time has gone to me. He'd gone to me, said to me, the manager wants you to play in his first team. He wants you to be in his first team. So that's me thinking, okay, cool. Let me just stay, play well, and I'll be in his first team. I don't know what happened in the back of things, but obviously I was playing 23 games. He would come and watch some of them, and he told me I played well on some of them. Obviously, if I didn't play well, he told me I didn't play well on them. One game happened against Coventry, I remember. There's 23's coach at the time said I wasn't running enough. So he dragged me at half time. Pardew actually came in and dragged me at half time.
So the first team manager came and said, "Take this guy off."
No. He came and spoke to me at half time.
Oh, okay.
He came in and said he came in and took me off at half time because obviously I was in training with them, and you get what I mean. So he came in and took me off. And then he said, "Come and see me on Thursday." So I went into his office. We had a long meeting just about about things, and he was just talking to me about everything, and ended up so weird, him saying you can leave if you want to, but I don't want you to. So it was kind of it was an odd meeting, but yeah, that was that meeting. And then the next day I went out to training, and I went out to training not with the first team, just with 23s, because I'd already been dragged at halftime, and we were playing. It was funny. We were playing the oldest 23s versus the 23s.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? And I was out there just to prove a point that day, and it was the most intense I've ever trained. We were just playing a small-sided game, really. Most intense, probably the best session I've trained in my life, just due to the circumstances of everything that was said before, and you get what I mean. And then obviously someone's gone in and said to the gaffer at the time, "Oh, that's the best I've ever seen him play." Like, wow. What did you say to him, blah, blah, blah? And he said, "I expected a response," but obviously still from then wasn't playing. Had a meeting with another staff member, and he took me in. I'll tell you his name after the meeting. I would have put everyone's name up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a meeting with another staff member, and he's gone to me. He sat down and he asked me, "Who do you watch? Do you watch the first team play?" I said, "Oh yeah, sometimes, obviously, when I can go to the stadium." He said, "Who do you watch instead?" I said, "At the time, watch Man City." And he said, "Would you prefer to watch Man City or Crystal Palace?" And I said, "Of course, Man City." Yeah.
Good question, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's gone and he's gone, "Oh, but you should be watching players like a certain someone in your position." And I said, "No, I'd rather watch David Silva." He's saying someone in your position at Palace. I said, "Oh, no, I'd rather watch David Silva." He said, "How can you say that?" I said, "Because David Silva plays more like how I play football. You get what I mean? I can learn more from that." And then he looked at the board next to him. He said, "Oh, who do you think you're better than in the first team?" Yeah.
Right.
And I looked at it. And of course, you can't ask me a question saying who do I think I'm better than in the first team. Yeah. I back myself. I'm going to say everyone. Yeah. So I said everyone. You get what I mean? Yeah. I said to him, everyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And obviously that probably got back to the first team, and then from there it was just a bit difficult. But obviously wasn't training with the 23s. Was allowed to train with the 23s. Then they stopped me training with 23s. Made me train. I tried to go to Sheffield Wednesday during this time, actually, during this period. Then once I even went down to Sheffield Wednesday. They wanted to sign me, but there was mix-ups with the agreement between them and Crystal Palace at the time. And then eventually they stopped me training 23s. They made me train youth team.
Wow. So they basically dropped you to, oh, wow.
Yeah, so they made me train youth team. So went from training first team to training youth team in a matter. It was quick. Train youth team. Wasn't allowed to play games. Then after I don't know how many months to train youth team, maybe 2-3. I say 3 months of training youth team, maybe 3-4 months training youth team. They made me train by myself. Yeah.
So you're coming into training and just kicking a ball against the wall on your ones, basically.
It wasn't kicking the ball. It was just with the fitness guy. Come into training and just train with the fitness guys. So by the end of the season, I knew every fitness drill there was to do. But you get what I mean. It was just training with the fitness guy, and just literally it was literally in every day. I didn't even know what time I was training. I would come in at the same time as everyone else. We're in at 8 a.m. So I come in at 8 a.m. But I wouldn't start doing anything. I go in the gym, but then I wouldn't start doing anything properly on the pitch till halfway through their session. So I started training by myself, and it was just literally just running every day. It was literally constant running or dribble tracks or certain things like that. And it was a case of, it was building up my mental strength in a way, because obviously when I tell people, they're like, "How did you deal with it?" I'm just like, to be honest, I was just coming in and just trying to think, not thinking about it. I was just going to do what I had to do. You get what I mean? So I was doing that. This is all when I'm like 19, 20,
Yeah, I'm thinking like, aren't you asking like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I just want to play ball at the end of the day. Yeah,
but obviously, in football, you know when certain things are happening, like you know how it works, and obviously. So I was just literally, I was going to places. So I went, where did I go? I went West Brom, I went to Sheffield Wednesday, wanted to sign me. I went down to Barnsley. And then I came back to Palace. Every time I was either running by myself or I was training the youth team. Then what happened is I eventually had to go. Because I wasn't playing football anywhere, I went to play football at Goals. Yeah. So I'm playing football at Goals. And towards the end of the final year of my contract, playing football at Goals. And I, rule at Goals, no slide tackling. Someone slide tackles me and I rupture my ankle.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I rupture my ankle at Goals. But remember, at these times, I'm not playing football anywhere, so it's not too bad. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you got to recover in time for the next season because obviously you now need to, your name's not out there like that anymore because you ain't played football for a year and a half. You get what I mean? So yeah, just had to go and I was rehabbing that. And then last 6 weeks of the season, when I come off my ankle injury, it's like they felt sorry for me. Oh, you can come and train with us again.
Yeah, just sympathy, innit?
Yeah. So they let me train with them for 6 weeks at the end of the season. And left there. I remember I was at Palace from 8 years old till I turned 21. I left there.
13 years.
Yeah. Left there. No one said a word to me. No. Obviously the boys and that, obviously all my teammates were good with me and I enjoyed it. And I thought that was my favorite part of those years. It was the change room because their man would keep me spirited and lifted. But literally left there and no one said a word to me. No staff member. Remember, I've been there for longer than some of these staff members. None of them are saying nothing to me. None of that. Obviously, some people are doing. None of them saying anything to me in public.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? They'll say it behind. They'll drop me a message, or if they had my dad's number or mum's number, they drop my mum a message. Oh yeah, wish him all the best. Or people would come up to me and say, yeah, we know it's been a bit mad. Could you? Yeah, we wish you all the best. Like, hopefully you can get back into the game. Blah blah blah. But yeah, difficult time. But yeah,
because people don't even know, isn't it? Like people know, no one knows the behind the scenes what happens. Like you try to go and learn, didn't materialize, frustrated, and end of your contract. They just okay, bye.
That's what it was, and it was literally just like goodbye. But then I kind of learned the ins and outs of how football works. Really, at the end of the day, it's a business. But at the same time, I was like, I was thinking in my head, I'm a child, I'm not no grown adult that's gone through anything. I'm a child, and you're just treating me like this. But at the same time, I was just like this, every day, just go in, do what you got to do, and just try and try and get through it. You get what I mean? Like, so me and the boys, sometimes they pop up to me and we all laugh about it now. And they're like, oh, Jacob, remember when? I said, yeah, obviously you guys remember this, but you guys had the luck of being able to train. Like, remember you man were out on the football pitch training. I had people coming, there was one time, Roy Hutton was there when for my last days. I was doing the dribble track thing and he asked me, I was doing it. And he asked me, oh, are you injured, son? I said, no. He said, what, just getting fitness back? I said, no, I'm fit to play. He said, so what are you doing? I said, I'm just not allowed to train. He said, do you know why? I said, no. Honestly. And when I would go, I don't know to people, they'd say, what do you mean you don't know? And I'd be like, I've asked the question 1,001 times. There's no answer. Yeah. What do you want me to do? So, yeah. But I'd say built on my mental strength. And like I see first team players go through that sort of stuff now. As in, like, they get pushed to youth team, they get told to train in 23s. And I said I had that when I was 19, 20. So there's nothing in football that could knock me and stuff like that anymore because I've had it. When I had that so young, it was just like, okay, cool. I've gone through the worst.
I guess like a good not a specific example, but a good example you could use like maybe Ozil or Arsenal. Although he's training with the first team, like man's not in any squads. He's not allowed to like play any games in. That's kind of how you was frozen out in a sense.
Yeah, I'd say so. But at the same time, you got to remember Ozil's making so much money a week.
True. He's good.
Yeah, you got to remember that. And he's come from Real Madrid and he's got a platform already. You get what I mean? Like he's played. But you got to remember, I'm a kid basically coming through the system, and I've been halted at 19, 20.
Yeah.
At least Ozil was at Real Madrid them times, and you can get You can get a move of Real Madrid off any from when you're 35. You get what I mean?
Won the World Cup.
So exactly. Me, I've scored a hat trick in Youth Cup, but what's that going to get? What I mean? Like, it doesn't correlate. So yeah, that's the thing. It was a weird time, but got over it, and I just said from then I have to prove everyone that was there wrong. Every person. It don't matter if you were good to me, if you weren't good to me. I still look at you as part of what happened. You get what I mean? Everyone wrong, and that's been there's been many goals, but that's been the one thing. It's just like every time I see their faces, it's just like I gotta work harder. I gotta do this harder. You get what I mean?
Cool. So you've left after all of that. You finally left Palace. Your contract is up. What's the next move? Are you thinking, right, am I going to get a team? Is there interest in clubs that you're looking at? Or is it just, let me just do my best, my agent can sort that out?
Well, that off-season, I was speaking to my agent, and obviously clubs can give you bad references and this and that. So
that's true, I forgot about that. That's a good point.
Yeah. It's just one of them things where my agent would go to places, they say, where was he? Obviously Palace, and then obviously they go and speak to Palace, and then I don't know what was said, but I can tell. But my agent would come back to me and say something like, yeah, they don't need that position, and then the next week they go and sign that position. You get what I mean? Those sort of things. So luckily, then he was like to me, do you want to go? Do you want to just go to Aldershot to train in pre-season? Obviously, the start of pre-season, they want you to come in and train. I said, okay. And it was good because the manager at the time, Gary Woodett, could see me play. Okay. So he'd seen me play before, so that was a good thing. So he wasn't going off of what anyone else had said. He'd seen me play, and he was a manager that was obviously trying to win the league at that time. So he was like, if we can bring in the better players, we'd try and bring him in. So obviously went there. After like 2-3 days, they were going away to Lilleshall up in Birmingham, and he was like, "Are you going anywhere else?" I was like, I'm going to be so honest with you. No one else has contacted me. This is you contacted me. So yeah, you going anywhere else? So no, I said I can come down to Lilleshall. He told me to come down to Lilleshall with them. Kate went down there, trained well, trained with them pre-season, played games with them, enjoyed my time really. Like 2 weeks later, they offered 2-3 weeks into pre-season, they offered me a contract, and I signed there for that. I signed there. And obviously played well for the first 14 games, and then re-ruptured my ankle again. Yeah, because I decided to take off my strapping. Re-ruptured my ankle, and then obviously went and continued the season. Obviously, it wasn't the greatest season in the world. We ended up getting relegated, but then got reprieved back to the National League. And
what happened about that?
The reprieve.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gateshead, National League and how non-league works. It's like loads of financial stuff. If you ain't got the finances, I think they were in debt, so they got kicked out of the league. But we finished 4th from bottom, so we got put back in the league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then I re-signed for them again because obviously the year before wasn't good enough. Was playing well at the start of the season again, playing well. Another injury hit me early, hamstring. Came back, was playing well, but it was just like I'm just trying to find my groove more often than not. Playing well still, really. Then got concussed in training in December.
Wow. What happened there, if you can remember?
Just went up for a header, really. And then my body got taken underneath me, and I landed on my head. Yeah. So I thought I was fine until I got home and started throwing. I drove home on the motorway, thought I was fine. Got home, fell asleep. Next thing I know, I ate. Then started throwing up. Obviously went to the hospital, diagnosed with concussion. And then obviously Dartford then came in for me to go on loan last season in December, January. You know Craig's the assistant there.
Craig Belgrave.
Yeah.
I swear, you're Dartford. My guy Craig, Come on.
Yeah, the assistant. So obviously
had a good word for you, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously I've gone in there, and I've now got a bigger point to prove because now I'm coming on loan from the National League. I've not now got to be the standout player, and I kind of went there with the mentality of like, I have to prove I'm the best player here by a country mile. And I think by the end of my 6-game stint where we won every single game bar one, and we scored about 15 to 20 goals that space of time. I think I proved that, and it showed with them with this off season how they pursued me, and and obviously went back to Aldershot, and Aldershot obviously appreciated that, and went back to Aldershot, and I was just playing consistently, and obviously COVID happened. Yeah, and then we have this year.
So Dartford signed you permanently this year?
Yeah, so Aldershot did re-offer me a contract, but I just felt this year I came into the year with a plan of action, how to get back to the Football League and how to get back to where I want to be. And I felt like Dartford would provide me the best opportunity to do that. So I said to myself, let me go here, people I know, team I know, you get what I don't know them, but I know them well enough.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know staff members. I've known Craig since I was a child, literally 8, 9 years old. And I know the gaffer, Steve King. So I said, let me go here and I will get back to where I need to be from here, because they're giving me the best platform, playing me in my correct position, not moving me about like I'm going to play where I need to play. And I'll be one of the main key players, and just let me try and push on from here.
Yeah, and just speak about like this season. How's it going? Because I see Dartford, you're top of the league, but man got hella games in hand on you still.
That's the thing. This season, well, pre-season was amazing. Obviously, we were all gelled as a team. Obviously, playing well in that first game of the season, we happened to lose 1-0. It was FA Cup qualifying round. Happened to lose 1-0 to Slough, who've already played about 4 times this season because of COVID, and we've drawn them in every competition. It's
drawn them.
Yeah, exactly. So we played. So it started well. Obviously, winning games. We weren't playing the best football, but we're winning games. You get what I mean? And then I just said to myself, I need to start. Well, Craig actually said to me, you need to start scoring goals more, because you get in these positions and then you pass it to someone and then we don't score, and then like nothing shows up for it. You get what I mean? You need to start scoring goals more. And from that week, he said it to me. I scored 5. I scored 5 and 5. Yeah, it was 5 and 4 at one point, but I said 5 and 5 because I didn't score the next game. So I scored.
It's still very player.
Yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah, so I scored 5 and 5. That was recently, actually. So I went from scored 5 and 5 just straight off, and it was just like, okay, yeah, I'm in amongst the goals, and I'm now getting in the right areas to score the goals and this and that. So it kicked off from there, and I said I was playing well. That's what Craig said. He said you're playing well, and you're playing like one of the best players in the league. But nothing's showing. Like, we're winning games, but at the same time, you need to get your name out there as well. So you know how you do that, goals, assists. I was getting assists and that sort of stuff, but it was like, I'm a goal scorer, be a goal scorer midfielder, get into the box, make the box, finish them. So I started doing that sort of thing, and I just started to enjoy more just going that way. And yeah, so season's going well. Obviously, everyone's got a lot of games in hand, but the way the national leagues work, anyone can beat anyone.
100%.
So with everyone's games in hand, we've played all the teams that got games in hand. That's the thing. And we believe we have the best squad in the league, and I think everyone else knows we have the best squad in the league. It's just about gelling and being correct. So yeah, right now we're at the top of the league. Hopefully we stay there. Obviously, haven't lost last night. By the time this comes out, probably a few days ago, something like that. But you haven't lost last night, so yeah, it's we're just hoping really. But no, at the end of the day, it's in our hands, and yeah,
just keep
as long as we beat those teams, exactly. So yeah, the season's been going well. Currently just out with a little minute Achilles injury, so hopefully I'll be back soon from that, and yeah, kick on again, try and score 20 goals.
20 goals? Come on, yes. Man. We got Dartford. I'm a Dartford fan now. It's my team. Also, just touch on like, how important is it to have a coach like Craig who actually really believes in you, like, because you know him from back in the day, innit? But like, it must be good. It must give you a lot of confidence. Like, man management in football, I think, is a bit underrated. But how important is that relationship?
I think it's key. I think it's real key to have a coach that really does believe in you, because you can express yourself to a level, and then you know how he's going to react, and you know he can talk to you. Like, he's close to my family, so he can talk. He can say anything to me. You get what I mean? I'm going to listen. So I definitely feel like it's key for someone to believe in you. Like they instill self-confidence. I'm a confident player, but obviously if someone else is telling you you could do that, don't worry about it. You could do that. Like it instills more confidence in you, and you just believe you can do anything. He tells me all the time. He said you shouldn't be playing it all the time. He tells me you shouldn't be playing it. So you should be playing higher up. But obviously he knows there's things I need to work on, and he knows.
Yeah.
And like because he's known me for so long, he knows these are the same things I should have been working on a while back, but I'm focusing on going forward more. He's like, if you do this defensive side, you'll be out of here. But it's just you like doing that so much that you forget about this. So obviously, I believe that it's great to have a coach like that. Even the gaffer, Steve King, like he believes in me. Like,
Big up, Steve.
He's one of the ones that he believes in me the same. So him and Craig together, like they just instill confidence in me to go and express myself and do what I can do. Obviously, they shout at me and they can, and you know.
Yeah, it's football, isn't it?
Exactly. I'm still part of the team, and I'm not perfect. You get what I mean. But I know they're my best interest at heart, and same for them same for me to them. So you know what?
Just finding before we move on, how are the Dartford fans towards you?
I'd say best fans I've had so far. Definitely. Obviously, I'm not on social media like that. Like I'm on the Instagrams, but I'm not on social media like that. But from what I hear and that they appreciate me being there, and obviously from the time I was there before, I knew they appreciated it because every time I go back in, they said people would say, "Oh, the Dartford fans love you, like they want you back all the time." I'm like, "Oh, that's nice," but football's a game like that. Fans can love you one day, they won't love you the next. So I don't take everything with a pinch of salt and just move on. But I feel like they're the best fans I've had so far, obviously. But the team's doing well, so they're going to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point.
Team's doing well, so they're going to be. As soon as stuff goes wrong, you know how it works.
Aldershot fans might have been hated. Remember when you had a bad season at Aldershot, might have been quite difficult.
Exactly that.
But yeah, let's go on to the flex debate. Now, since you're an attacking midfielder, I ask you to say your top 3 of all-time Prem playmakers. Give it to you. In order as well. None of this, I don't know though. In order.
Order?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. David Silva's number 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, my Google thing. David Silva's number 1.
Exactly. She's right. She doesn't understand why he's number 1. That's why I said that.
Dennis Bergkamp, number 2.
Okay.
You said all-time playmakers. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. My list is different.
You didn't tell me I can include wingers in that. So don't come and tell me wingers when we're doing that. Don't come with wingers. So I'm going.
I ain't got wingers. I ain't got wingers.
Make sure you don't have a winger in there. So
no, I've got playmakers.
Bergkamp, and I'm going Yaya Toure for the season he had. But I would say Thierry Henry because, like, come on.
Sure. Yeah.
But because he's played Thierry Henry definitely, but he's not allowed to be in there. Or it'll be De Bruyne, but no, I'm going off the 3 that is not playing in the Premier League anymore. De Bruyne will be in there, but Yaya definitely. David Silva, different class. I would include Fabregas, but I can't. And then
why? I have Fabregas on my list. He's number 1.
Fabregas is number 1.
For me, yeah. Mad.
Over David Silva.
Yes. Best pass in the Premier. Fabregas all time.
That might be true. David Silva used to pick up the pockets. The man's unplayable, When I say unplayable, I mean unplayable. Fabregas all won Monaco now,
I hear that, but I'm talking about Fabregas, Arsenal, 09-010, 15 goals in the Prem.
Okay, so you're giving me a 2-year period. Yeah, Fabregas. You said 09-010.
Man, that's his best season. I'm going from Fabregas when he first bust. What was he, 15, 16 at Arsenal? Played the Champions League final, 06. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then Arsenal days, he was mad peak.
No, Fabregas for me is up there, but I'm going David Silva. The man is when I say unplayable, I mean unplayable. You can't get near him. No one ever got near him.
Couple man did still.
Who got near him?
Couple man. I ain't gonna name them names, but you.
There's no name you can name that. No one got near him. He's the best for me. One of the best players to ever touch Premier. Yaya Toure, obviously. My next one's Bergkamp, by the way, but You already know that man's first touch.
Yeah, Bergkamp. I didn't really watch. I don't want to say I didn't really watch Bergkamp like that, so I'm not gonna put him in my list. That was my thing. That's why I didn't put him in.
Bergkamp, you got to put the man's first touch. You know, it's so sweet. You can I literally sit there sometimes and just watch. I literally search Dennis Bergkamp and just literally watch his first touch and the way he manipulated the ball and the passes he played and the things that he would do with the football. Like some of the things he does, you're thinking, man, saw that.
It's crazy still. A couple of his goals are mad. I can't lie.
And then you got Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, when he was in the Premier League, he was the best player in the Premier League. Like when he was in the Premier League, he was the best player in the Premier League.
Was he better than Hazard? Nah.
I'm saying yes. When he was in the Premier League.
Hey,
Hazard didn't even score. The man scored more goals from centre midfield than Hazard scored.
Cool, but that's one. That's one. Okay, listen. Okay, that's a good point. He
was running Champions League games, running League Cup, running effort. He ran football for a good few seasons, and people say that might be the best season from a midfielder they've ever seen. And we've had Lampard, Gerrard, them man in the league, and Yaya Toure come with that. Nah, you got
back 20 that year, but I'm sure it was like 13 more open play, like 7 free kicks and pens. Like it was a bit inflated.
Remember, he took 10 free kicks and he scored like 7. What kind of ratio is that?
Yeah, but that's not open. I respect the free kicks and that, but that's not open play.
10 free kicks and score 7. Look at that 70% ratio. You know, you missed 3.
That's what, I mean, I have to recheck them facts because I don't know. But let me do my list. I had Fabregas number 1. That's undisputed.
Okay, I'll take it.
15 Prem goals in 27 games. In 09-10, he had 39 goal contributions in 37 games, all comps.
But then when I brought my Yaya Toure one, you wanted to shoot it down.
That's better, yeah. Has Yaya ever got 39 goal contributions? I don't think so. Yaya's never got 39 goal contributions in one season.
We have to check it, but the man scored 20 and he won the Premier League. I just know I'm an Arsenal fan, and let me just tell you, we ain't won the Premier League in a long time.
Deep it. Who was in Fabregas' team? Yaya had Aguero, Silva. Who else was there? Flipping.
No, wait. 09-10.
Adebayo, or Sergio Aguero.
Wasn't Henry? When did Henry leave? Fabregas was still there when Henry was there, you know.
The 09-10 season I'm talking about. The year he carried Arsenal.
Oh yeah, he carried us. He carried us. But Alex Song and that were there. Don't disrespect people like Alex Song.
Yeah. Now to the knowledge thing. Flex your knowledge. See, Jacob, he's an Arsenal fan, so obviously, man, got Arsenal questions. I know we have a few Arsenal fans on the pod, but that's how it goes. Now, there's going to be 6 questions. This last question is a bonus question worth 5 points. And the first 5 questions are all worth 2 points each, with 1 bonus point included. So if the first question, there's a 1 point, and then there's a bonus point for everyone. Cool. Question number 1. It's all on Arsenal, by the way, so there's none of this. Oh, I do. Okay. How long was Unai Emery's unbeaten run at Arsenal? Was it? Wait. I'll give you options. Don't worry. Was it A, 18, B, 20, C, 22, or D, 19?
22.
That's right, still well done.
Yeah, it was 22.
And for the bonus point, who did it end against? What team?
Who did it end against? I have no clue about that, but probably someone rubbish, in Arsenal.
Guess.
Who did we lose to? Oh, the unbeaten run. Was it the Europa League? No, it doesn't count, does it?
No, Prem. This is Prem. So Prem. Actually, it's all competition. All competitions.
Was the all competitions thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, 22 is all competitions, by the way.
Who did we lose to? I'm gonna say Newcastle, but I know it wasn't Newcastle.
Yeah, it weren't Newcastle. It was Southampton 3-2.
Oh,
Lennon made the mistake, and Austin scored, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, you missed on that bonus point.
Oh, that's all right.
But 1 out of 2 is not bad.
Yeah.
Question number 2. This is a good question. In 2015-16, Arsenal beat Leicester 2-1. Thanks to Danny Welbeck said that. Remember that?
I thought you were about to ask me who scored and say the Welbeck.
However, who scored Arsenal's equaliser that game? Was it number one, Alexis? Was it A, Alexis Sanchez, B, Theo Walcott, C, Olivier Giroud, or D, Aaron Ramsey?
Who scored Arsenal's equaliser that day? Oh my goodness.
Everyone forgets this. That's why I asked it.
Giroud.
That your final answer?
Yeah.
Wrong.
It was Sanchez, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Sanchez. It was Theo Walcott.
Oh.
Walcott. I think Walcott come off the bench. Giroud got the assist though. But yeah, Walcott scored. And for bonus point, tell me who scored Leicester's goal that day.
Jamie Vardy.
Yeah. I shouldn't even put that. Everyone gets Vardy.
Everyone knows that. Come on, I know he scored for Leicester that day because I remember the goal.
The penalty, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the goal.
Yeah.
I remember how he got fouled. I remember the foul, so I was just thinking I knew he took it.
Yeah. Okay, number 3. Who's the youngest ever player to debut for Arsenal in the Premier League? Is it A, Cesc Fabregas, B, Jack Wilshere, C, Theo Walcott, or D, Serge Gnabry?
What was the first one, did you say?
Cesc Fabregas. I'll read him again. Youngest ever player to debut for Arsenal in the Premier League. Is it Cesc Fabregas, Jack Wilshere, Theo Walcott, or Serge Gnabry?
I feel like it's a trick question, you know.
I mean, the answer is...
What I'm thinking of I'm thinking of Gnabry, but in my head, I know Jack Wilshere might... Do you know why? Because Jack Wilshere might have got brought on for one of them 10 minutes when he was like 16. But I wouldn't remember. I'm going to go Jack Wilshere.
This guy is right. It's Jack Wilshere. Yeah. But Gnabry is second in the youngest ever.
Yeah, I thought so.
Fabregas is third. Huh?
Walcott came when he was already banging for Southampton when he was 16. And then
yeah, he was 16. I mean, Jack Wilshere was 16 as well.
Just a certain amount.
I think they're all 16, I think. Actually, no, Walcott was 17.
Yeah,
Gnabry was 17 as well. But yeah, and for both... Go on.
10 minutes he got.
Yeah, it was a cameo thing, I think. But for the bonus point, who was his debut against?
In the Prem?
Yeah.
Well, who do we used to slap? I'm just trying to Arsenal used to slap bad all the time. We used to slap Everton. We used to slap Newcastle used to give us I'm gonna go Everton.
Oh no, that's wrong. Sorry. Blackburn Rovers.
Oh, okay. Forgot
Different.
they were in the Prem.
Yeah, they ain't been in bed for a minute.
Yeah, at their place.
No, it was a home game.
Oh, okay.
Okay, number 4. Who was Arsene Wenger's final ever Arsenal game against? Was it A, Burnley, B, Huddersfield, C, Leicester, or D, Southampton?
Huddersfield.
Well done. You know his stuff. Well, if you do that, Huddersfield,
I'll do that because you know why? Because that season, Palace played Southampton last game of the season. Because I remembered.
Well, I guess that helped.
Who was B?
What was B in that one? Leicester.
Leicester, we had already played twice, and Leicester were in relegation them times, weren't they?
18,
no, they weren't.
17, 18.
Yeah. No, with Leicester, we had already played twice. I knew it. Do you know why? Did we win? We won the game, but I remember trying to remember the kick.
Oh, I think it was Rekit.
Yeah.
And for the bonus point, what was the score?
3-1.
No, it was 1-0. Aubameyang, 1-0.
Huddersfield. When you say Huddersfield, you have to go for a high scoring one because it's Arsenal.
Yeah. Huddersfield away though, not easy. Back in them days.
Yeah,
this is a decent question.
Yeah.
In 2006, Arsenal got to the Champions League final, as you would know, and they lost. But
I remember that game.
You remember that game? But who did they beat in the semi-finals to get to the final? Was it A, Real Madrid, B, Juventus, C, Villarreal, or D, Valencia?
What was B? Juventus,
yeah. Want to read them again?
Nah, A's Real Madrid. Villarreal.
Villarreal or Valencia. Villarreal, your answer?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Still, this guy's
Yeah, no, I remember that because Real Madrid before when Henry did the man thing.
I was last 16.
Left foot. I remember that I had the Patrick Vieira Juventus shirt, so it weren't him.
Quarterfinal.
Yeah, I would have known. Yeah.
Okay,
I was thinking it was in my head. I was thinking of the team, but yeah, go on. What's the bonus here? Because it's gonna be a mad one. What was the score?
Yeah, what was the score in aggregate?
2-0.
So close. It was 1-0.
Arsenal. Why you not score some more goals?
All the scores 1-0, 1-0. But yeah, it was 1-0. Second leg, Lehman saved the penalty. That's what.
Yeah. I do remember that. Then he got sent off in the final.
Yeah.
And so Campbell popped up.
Yeah. For the big bonus question.
Yeah.
Number 6. In 2017 FA Cup final, Arsenal beat Chelsea 2-1. So remember that. And in 1 minute, can you tell me the 11 players that started for Arsenal that started that FA Cup final, 2017?
I can't.
Tell me when you're ready to start, and I'll start my clock.
Hold on. What year?
2017 FA Cup final. Arsenal beat Chelsea 2-1.
I know, because Ramsey scored that game, but Ramsey didn't start.
Are you ready to start the lineup?
Well, yeah, go on. We'll start the lineup.
Okay, 3, 2, go.
Wait a minute. Let's go. Bellerin right back.
All right.
Kieran Gibbs left back.
All right. I'll tell you after if you're right or wrong.
Giroud. No, Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez.
Yep.
Ozil.
Mm-hmm.
Coquelin.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the 2 centre halves? Probably, knowing that man Arsene Wenger, probably started Callum Chambers.
20 seconds left.
Granit Xhaka.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
10 seconds.
Oh, forget it. Man, can't remember them.
And that is time. You managed to name 1, 2, 3, 4. You only named 6 players, which is disappointing in itself. But of the ones you named, you got Bellerin. That's correct. Yeah. Alexis Sanchez and Ozil and Xhaka are all correct. So you got 4.
Who played?
Out. Huh?
Who played? Who was in goal? That's the one that was messing up my head.
Spina was in goal.
That's what was messing me around. I was trying to who's in goal?
You missed out. Oxlade-Chamberlain, he started. It was a 5 at the back.
Oh yeah, 3-5.
Rob Holding started. Mertesacker started. Monreal started.
That was the best game ever.
Who?
Monreal started.
Yeah, he played centre back as a part of a back 3.
Oh yeah, he played. That man played well that day. I remember.
Yeah, I mean,
he played up top.
Welbeck started.
Yeah, see, this is them times I was out. Yeah.
Played alright. He played a good game that game, to be fair. And you missed out, which is quite funny. Aaron Ramsey.
I didn't think he started.
Aaron Ramsey, the guy who's FA Cup final clutch man.
Yeah. Honestly, I knew he scored, but I didn't think he started.
No,
Do you know what was messing me around? Because I was thinking of when he left, the season he left, which was next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obviously, he scored again in the final, but obviously he was just one player.
Which final?
No, he just scored again in important games. To be honest with you.
Oh.
He was just scoring in important games, and he was always coming off the bench.
I hear that. Yeah.
And then we started starting him. Then he was our best player, and then he went off. Yeah, but
Yeah, you missed out on the 5 bonus points, which is unfortunate.
That's all right.
So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 15. It sounds bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
The highest, I think, is Viv Solomon. So he got 8.
In the Arsenal quiz.
Huh?
What did he do? Same one?
Oh, Viv, no, he did. I gave him general Premier League because I didn't know what team he supported.
Oh, see.
But he got the bonus point question because I kind of niced him. I said, in your debut, what was the lineup? Name your starting 11, the lineup you played.
Come on, man. He could have. That wouldn't have been difficult.
I thought he would have forgotten. But you got 8. That's the highest out of 15.
Yeah, but I wanted to get the base questions right. That's what my thing was. I got most of the base questions right.
You did, to be fair. You got 4 out of the 5 base questions correct, but you missed out the bonus on that.
Win 1-0 too much.
All of them, yeah. But you meant to know this. Know the scores.
Nah.
Revise. Next time, if you come on, you revise the scores.
Yeah, I will. Hopefully it's not an Arsenal quiz. Hopefully by then we'd have won something, but you know.
Yeah, I'll give you a general Premier League quiz next time. Maybe one's on the season David Silva only got 2 Premier League goals. But
okay.
We'll move on. Listeners' questions.
Hazard scored once.
What is your ultimate 5-a-side team?
Ultimate 5-a-side team. Lionel Messi. Do I have to include a goalkeeper in it?
Of course, who's going to go? What, rush keeper?
A player, just for,
Yeah.
I'd done it like goals. Okay, cool. I'm going for Neuer in goal. Lionel Messi, easy. Zinedine Zidane. Thierry Henry. Got one more player. Man, I got no defenders.
Yeah, you need to. You don't have to.
Play people. I'll get a defender in here just for safekeeping. I'll go defender. Let me go. I'll go Sergio Ramos. We need footballers. No, forget that. Forget Sergio Ramos. Go Marcelo.
Marcelo, a guy that doesn't defend.
5-a-side. More goals win the game. And Neuer's playing sweeper, but Neuer's not playing in goal.
True. He's playing on halfway line. Cool.
So, yeah.
I think I know your answer, but Messi or Ronaldo?
Lionel Messi.
Yeah, no.
He's the best player to ever touch a football pitch.
Messi or David Silva? Just asking. Someone asked that.
David Silva's just Prem.
Oh, I was just making sure in it.
If we included everyone, David Silva wouldn't be in this conversation, but Messi is.
What's biggest regrets you've had in your career so far?
Honestly, I don't know if I'd regret anything, Do you know why? Because I feel like everything happens for a reason in a way, and I feel like at the same time, I could sit up here and say, I could complain about this and that, but at the end of the day, who am I complaining to? Because the only person that can fix it is me. And that's what I think everyone needs to look at. Like, you can only look at yourself in certain situations. So as much as someone might be doing something to you, get out of it what you can. So I'd say I have no regrets. I hopefully have no regrets when I finish either. Obviously, I want to be in a better position football-wise where I am now than I am now. But at the same time, I wouldn't regret anything. I feel like I've made good decisions. I'm trying to still make good decisions. And yeah, I just trying to push on and kick on. I think this year's the year I've had most of a plan and trying to do things better. But yeah, regrets? Nah, I wouldn't say I have any. There'd be off-pitch regrets, but not on-pitch of football regrets. No. So yeah.
Who are the most talented players you've played with?
I'll go Wilfried Zaha. Obviously Johan Cabaye at Crystal Palace.
Cabaye,
yeah. When he was there for a short amount of time, Adebayor, but only because he plays when he plays football is I'd say Adebayor. But last season there. Who else did I like when I was at Palace? Who else did I like? Well, I played with. I'm gonna include some young players I played, like Hiram Boateng, Reece Adesanya. People that they go under the radar, but definitely should be in there. Soleil Kai, both-footed, ridiculous talent. Yeah. Yeah, no. I'd say those guys in there, definitely. I'm trying to work out if any other Palace players I'd include in there. Nah, Johan Kabay is definitely up there though. Yeah, Kabay, Wolf, easy.
When Loftus-Cheek was there, was you there when you?
Yeah, I was there, but obviously that's when I was on shutout mode.
Oh, so no.
Yeah. To be fair though, I give you a beret, Eze.
Is it? Huh?
Yeah, obviously we at goals and that sort of stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so by goals I could give you a rate. I could give you loads of players that I played with. You get what I mean? That's why if I'm going on a football level. If I'm going goals talent's different to.
It's true. I'll look good at goals, bro.
That's what I mean. But goals talent, there's a load of man that I can give you. Ballers, real ballers. But ballers that play in 11 aside as well. But at goals, they're serious, man. You get what I mean?
Okay, that's cool. Who's the hardest player you've come up against?
Hardest player I've come up against. Hardest player I've come up against. Good question. I'm trying to work out who that is, you know. Who've had a tough day against. I don't know, you know. That's a good question. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for. He's not the hardest player, but because he rats about and he's just annoying to play against. There's this little guy that plays for Harrogate Town, yeah. Yeah. Honestly, he's not the greatest of footballers. In fact, he keeps the ball ticking, but he's just rats about.
Is he at Harrogate now?
Yeah.
Because I interviewed the Harrogate goalkeeper, or second choice, Melvin Minter.
Okay, yeah, small guy. He's not hard to play against.
Yeah.
But you know, one of them players that just you have to carry on chasing. Like I don't want to chase you in.
It's jarring.
Yeah. People that when I have the ball is fine. It's just when you'll just carry on running. Those type of players, like MacArthur, MacArthur at Pally. I would say him because he just continue running. You get what I mean? So those sort of players in training, they just continue running.
Just on that, who's the best trainer?
Best trainer. I've seen best trainer. Ooh. I'm gonna say MacArthur. You know, I'm gonna say MacArthur. Definitely. He does put it off in games, but there was one day I trained with him and I was just like, you know what, that guy's like, I went to the changing room and I said, that guy's good, you know. Man were like, I said, you know, he's actually sick, but you man don't understand. You get what I mean? But like, you know, people make stuff look just stuff that it is simple, but they do the simple thing so well that, you know, you can't really get near him. I was like, that guy's actually good, but these men, you know, man just look at someone, nah, he's not. I was like, go and play against him, you'll see. Or go and play with him. Oh yeah, go and play with him, you'll see. Like the ball will come perfectly to all the time. And I say him just off of that day when I trained with him and I went in and said to the boys, this is, you know, he's good, but these man, you know, they're not footballers.
What's the favorite stadium or the best stadium you've played at?
Best stadium I played at would be Cardiff City Stadium.
Cardiff City.
Yeah, Cardiff City. I think Cardiff City Stadium is the best stadium I played at. Probably the best goal I've scored in my life in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Describe it.
Throw in, drop my shoulder, cut in from like near the corner flag area, edge of the box that side, just whipped it that top corner, opposite top corner. Yeah. One of the best goals I've scored. Definitely.
What's the most intimidating atmosphere you've come up against?
Intimidating atmosphere.
These fans are moving a bit mad still.
Well, as you know, I was at Aldershot.
Mm-hmm.
So Aldershot Woking is the biggest game in near enough non-league football, and it was our second game of the season. And in the warm-up, I've missed a target on the shot and hit one of the people in the crowd in the face. So the whole game is just, yeah, you can imagine. I scored in that game as well. I scored about 10 minutes after, but obviously the whole game was just, you know, on me. So yeah, I'd say that. But other than that, I wouldn't say any atmosphere is intimidating. I quite enjoy playing in front of fans. I think I play better in front of fans. So
That's,
yeah, no matter who they are.
that's good. This one I always ask the guests: who would you rather be, a great player with a tarnished trash legacy, or a good player but a few will remember you?
Would I rather be a great player with a tarnished legacy?
Yeah, so like you've got the legacy of Adam Johnson.
Oh no, man can't have it. Nah, the legacy of Adam Johnson. Nah, no. That's a man.
Yeah, that's your legacy.
No chance.
But you were a sick player though.
Huh?
You were a sick player though. Yeah.
You can't Adam Johnson. No. That's ridiculous. That's that. No one wants that legacy. No, everyone's gonna be the good player.
No, but you were sick though. You're like Messi levels. You were sick.
Can't have the legacy of Adam Johnson and care if you were sick or not, because no one's gonna care about your football career.
That's just. It was just an example. That's the level of the how bad it. Like,
An example. Someone else has done madness, but not madness like that.
I was gonna say R. Kelly. That's the one in my head.
See what I mean? No.
Yeah, this is the levels.
Good player. That's the legacy of R. Kelly.
But if you remember, okay, you're a good player, but no one remembers you. Everyone forgot. Jacob who? I don't know that guy. Do you care?
But I'm a good player with the legacy of R. Kelly.
But you were sick though.
I'm okay. I don't want to be tarnished as R. Kelly. I've got family.
I hear that.
You get what I mean? At the same time, you got to think about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, cool.
R. Kelly, no one. R. Kelly, great musician. Big up his music and that.
Exactly. Great musician, but yeah. I hate that.
You get what I mean? Nah, you can't. R. Kelly's nah. No.
Yeah, I've asked it to other guests, but I didn't use the R. Kelly example or the Adam Johnson in it. But they were saying that there's no such thing as bad publicity, so they would take the great player, have a great career.
But because you said Adam Johnson and R. Kelly, I can't now say great. I wouldn't say great player of a tarnished legacy if it was just like you've done madness in like terms of going out too much, mad stuff like that. You get what I mean?
Yeah, well, I say you did drugs. Would you take that? You know?
Good player.
Give us a good player. Yeah, I say that.
Drugs are a mad thing. Nah, good player.
Cool. It's the Champions League final. You've got a 1-on-1. The score's level. Man Mono is in goal. Are you A, passing it across and guaranteed goal, but the person who scored gets all the credit? He's remembered. He's like Götze in the World Cup final. No one remembers you passing the ball, do they? But
no one remembers really Götze either.
That's a good point. But you know what I mean. Everyone remembers him. It's a big goal. Or are you taking it on yourself, but you're not guaranteed to score? You could miss it, and it's like, oh, you effed it up.
I could miss it. I ain't gonna. But I'm not walking. I'm 1-on-1. I'm not walking into that. I've got full confidence in myself scoring.
True, but like obviously it's not a guarantee. But if you pass across, it's guaranteed in it. It's open goal. I'm not gonna miss. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but I know.
And Neuer's in goal. You know how big Neuer is. You have to like finesse.
1-on-1. I don't care how big the goalkeeper is. 1-on-1. It's my advantage. I'm taking the advantage. I'm taking it. I'm taking the shot.
It's a final. There's a guy next to you. Champions League final. This is not no little idiot small game. This is a big game. You can't mess this up. The guy's here. Jacob.
Oh, we're just both running. No, it's outside across to him, man.
Well, he gets all the credit.
Look, at the end of the day, we won Champions League final.
Yeah, but
I promise you, because man ain't getting credit for that finish. That's the thing. No one gets credit for that. More people give credit to the man that passed it for that.
No, like who? I don't know. In what scenario have you ever seen the passer get more credit than the guy who scored?
In that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Champions League final, we're both bearing down last second of the game, yeah, and there's a man across and the goals, and it's not guaranteed. Because you're saying it's not guaranteed. If it's me, I'm shooting, and it's guaranteed me goal, but it's not guaranteed. I'm sliding it.
That's cool.
Yeah, take the goal.
You're humble. Because I spoke to a guy yesterday. He said he's taking on. He's a striker. He's just burying himself. You don't care.
I like scoring, but at the same time, Champions League final, there's a lot more things we can get from winning that than we can't from losing. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You slap that, you miskick that. Me passing across to him, he can run up to the line, pass it back to me. Who knows?
He's not doing that. He's tapping that in straight away. Man said, pass it back to me. Nah. Cool. Would Would you rather not score for a season but win everything, or would you rather retire but not win anything for the rest of your career? Wait, did I say that correctly? Yeah, I did.
Would
Yeah.
I want?
Actually, hold on, let me read that again. I said, would you rather not score for a season
Yeah,
but win the league, Champions League, and everything, or
yeah.
would you rather retire but not win anything for the rest? You can't retire. That's a poor question. I've written that wrong.
Yeah, it is a question. Because of course I wouldn't score for a season.
I said, or would you rather not win anything for the rest of your career? That's it. Not retire. Forget the retire.
And what?
So like, okay, so the scenario is
Of course, I'd rather not score for a season and win everything.
is it?
Remember, we used to ask you not score for one season.
Yeah,
and win
not
games.
score for that year, but you see, you didn't contribute nothing. You're like Ryan Brewster winning the Champions League.
Oh wait, Massa didn't contribute nothing.
Yeah, no goals, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 everything. You just played in it. You had appearances. That's it.
So I played for the whole season, but we won
we won everything. You contributed nothing. So like
season, or I retire,
or you carry on playing for the rest. You could be winning nothing.
I'll take the one season of no goals.
Is it okay?
I've got to take the one season of no goals, no assists.
Yeah.
Yeah, to win,
And win everything.
Yeah. And then the next season, a man can remember we won everything and I played every game. There must be a reason I'm playing.
You're good luck charm, innit? You just happen
you
know what I mean?
We won everything. I don't score no goals for that season. That's calm. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I've still got the next season to make up for that. Remember, we won everything.
Well, you don't win. You win nothing else for the rest of your career.
Oh, you didn't say that.
That's what I said. Or you win nothing for the rest of your career. You can.
Or you win nothing for the rest of your career.
Yeah. Or carry on playing, like score your goals, but you don't win nothing. It doesn't amount to anything.
Yeah, then of course I would take the no goals for the season, win everything, then go next season and score goals.
I win nothing for the rest of your career. Okay.
Oh, is that the question?
Yeah.
Wait, ask the question again. Because you're asking it mad.
Wait, hold on. I might have to. Let me.
Because you switched it up. You said,
Yeah.
what's the alternative?
Wait, I had it up. Let me get it. Okay, it is. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, okay. Nah. Yeah, it's a bad. I fumbled it still. Okay, I'll cut this out of the I'll cut this out of the podcast. Cool. Next question. What advice would you give to up and coming like young ballers and people like in sports?
I'd definitely say just believe in yourself at all times. Believe that you can do it. I say don't let anyone tell you can't. I'd say literally go into every game, every training session with the mindset that you're the best player there. There's no one better than you. Like if you got that mindset, then if you believe it, then come on, someone else is gonna believe it sooner or later. And I just say to them, enjoy it. Enjoy what you can enjoy, because at the end of the day, like your football career is not long. It's not long. Like there's a lot of other things, but I'd say enjoy it. Work hard. Definitely work hard. Enjoy the fruits of your success, but literally stick to what you know. Keep good people around you at all times. Definitely that. Don't think that I've made it now when you haven't really made it. Go in. Still do the same things you're doing now. Like go and see those people. Go and like, just be you at this end of the day. I'd say be yourself. Be yourself as much as you can, and enjoy the game, and just listen to the people around you. Don't let outside noise cloud your mind and things. Don't get too high on certain things and don't get too low on certain things. Just kind of keep level-headed and listen to everyone around. Listen to the people you love most and the people that are good for you, and you'll know who's good for you and who's not. And I feel like definitely, especially with the game you're in, just enjoy it. Because trust me, you're going to have more lows than highs in football and more time in any career. So, enjoy what you can and appreciate what you can and, enjoy it. Enjoy everything, every moment, really.
Cool. Couple more. Who are the most influential people in your career so far, and what advice have they given you that's helped you?
Definitely my parents. definitely just my parents. And the key advice would be you got to be 10 times better than everyone else. Like that is it, literally. If you even in school, if they're working at like if you're working towards a C, no, you're working towards an A star. You get what I mean? Like it's like that sort of stuff. Work 10 times better. Work and be better than 10 times better than everyone else. So you're noticed. At the end of the day, like football's a team game, but you want to be noticed, don't you? So at the end of the day, just try and be the best and work hard. Really, like don't ever like settle for less and know yourself. That's really it. Just knowing yourself and when to do things and when not to do things. And yeah, definitely that bit of advice. Just be 10 times better than everyone else, because you go into everything with that, like you'll get somewhere.
And finally, what's next for Jacob? What's the ambition? What's the goals?
Well, the ambition's always been the same. I want to get. Well, I was at Premier League Football Club. Obviously, 3 years ago now. 3 years ago? 2 years ago. 3 years ago now. So obviously, I want to get back to where I was. Obviously, I was at that level with my whole life, really, in terms of in and around Premier League, Championship Football Club. So I want to get back to that level. So the plan this year is obviously to play where I am at Dartford and score some more goals, play well, obviously show what I can do best, and then from there see what happens. But yeah, definitely the plan's always to push on and keep improving, and that's what I feel like I've been doing this year, and definitely just pushing on. And that's one of the goals, definitely to get back to the Premier League. Always carry the goal that I have to be the best, so that will always still be there. So just pushing for that. Me and one of my boys say, if you're gonna fail at something, fail high. You get what I mean? So fail going that way.
Yeah.
So like, if you're pushing for the Premier League, if you're pushing to play for a Champions League side, and you make it to the Championship, you failed at a level where you get what I mean. You're content. You're not happy with it, but you've pushed to somewhere. You get what I mean? So we always say that sort of stuff. Like, if you're gonna fail somewhere, don't fail doing nothing or fail down here. At least fail at the top. If you're gonna fail somewhere, it's not gonna be down here. You get what I mean? It's gonna be up there. So that's what I feel like.
Cool. Jacob, it's been lovely. Power packed pod, stories, experience, tested his knowledge. And as he says, like, keep making sure you're the best you are, Jacob. Keep playing ball, keep doing your thing. And by the grace, you'll make it where you want to make it.
Yes, brother.
And thank you for coming on. And that's it, guys. I'll see you on the next one.